Hi and welcome. This is Cousin Russ, and today I would like to talk to you about a way to handle historical place names. Now, I say a way because as I have gone through some of the place names that I handle them a little bit differently. But let me give a demonstration of one of them. I have in the planned workspace one of my notes up here says to make best use of the place name authority, and that's a family tree maker term, so that I can get counties and townships about where they belong on the map. So I'm going to go to the places workspace, and I have such a place called Alloways Creek in New Jersey. That's what the document told me, and that's over here. And if I look at the right-hand side, I have the icon that says that the place name is not resolved, which is correct. It's not under the state of New Jersey or the country of the USA. It's just sitting here over on the left-hand side. If I click on resolve place name, family tree maker's not finding it. It's finding New Jersey fine, but it's not finding Alloways Creek. And let me just look at one of the people who had an event. There's three people that had an event there, and I'll just expand it with this down arrow. And I'm just going to pick this residence fact that took place in this location, and I click on Go To, and I am taken to this fact. And notice the time frame, 1762. Now, I look at my sources information, which is right here, and this is a printed book, so I can't look at anything, and it was published in 1976, and I have a family group sheet that I got this information from, and it's a good family group sheet, and I have it documented, so I'm not worried about that, but this tells me that I have a historical place name. Now, let me go back to the place workspace and look at this entry. I'm going to this place. Now, you notice that I don't have any dates at all for this person. I have the same book, but I have no other information about this person. But let me look at his wife. And I find that she has an event. Now, I don't know where the event took place, but the event is 1760. So we're talking about the mid-1700s. And these are two authored works. So we're not going to get into the citation and source information about that, but I want to figure out what I want to do with this place. Now, it's obvious that I can't find anything that's going to be helpful, so I'm going to highlight that place name and hit Control-C, and then I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to do a search for Alloways Creek, New Jersey. So I just did a Google search, and here's a Wikipedia entry for Lower Alloways Creek Township, New Jersey. So maybe I can find some historical information about this place. So I'm going to go to Wikipedia, and I come up with the history of this location, and we see that around it was formed in 1767. So we're talking about the right time frame. And it said Lower Alloways Creek was formed June 17th, 1767, when Alloways Creek Township was subdivided from Upper Alloways Creek Township, now Alloway Township. So it's telling me that things happened, and there is a location in New Jersey of where this place is, and it's very clear. So I can do I can go over here and click on that link, and it gives me some more information. And this is not very helpful, but the township was first mentioned in official records in May 12th, 1701. So we're talking about the right place. And I'm just going to go back to here because we may come back to this map. Now, what I'm going to do before I do anything else, I'm going to highlight that link, and I just highlighted it and hit Control C because I want to put this information into my file someplace. So I'm going to come back here and I want to try to resolve this place name. And you know what? I'm just going to do one person because I don't. If I make a mistake, I only want to have to do it once. Now, I would normally do a file backup, but in this particular case, I'm not going to do it because I'm only going to do one person. And there is that question mark that says resolve unrecognized place name is what that icon is. And I click on it, and remember what it said was Salem County. So what I'm going to do is I moved Alloways Creek into this upper box by hitting this arrow, and now I'm going to type in Salem, comma, New Jersey, and search. So it wants me to say Salem, New Jersey, USA. Now, we're still talking the early, before there was the USA, but, and I'll tell you why I will accept that. So I'm going to replace this with USA, and I just want to do that one place. Now, I have now resolved the place name, and let me go back to that window. You see that Alloways Creek is at the top, Salem County, New Jersey, USA is there. So I'm going to cancel, so I'm going to accept that. Now, so I have told the program that I want to use this place name. Now let's see what happened when I go back to the places workspace. I've lost somebody. But if I go down here to the US, and this is really why I take this step, I am now looking at the hierarchical view of the USA. I'm going down here to New Jersey, and we said Salem County. I come down to Salem County, and I'm going to expand it, and I'm going to click Salem, and there's Alloways Creek, and that's where I just put this guy. Now I'm going to back out. I'm going to expand a little bit on this map so that I can see where this is in the state of New Jersey. Now if I go back to my browser, there it is. So I'm looking at the same place in Wikipedia as I do in Family Tree Maker. I'm not going to get a better location than that from the documents that I have at the moment. I can't get any more detail out of the document. So I am going to accept this place name so that I can put this gentleman in this location. Now, if I just click on Salem, you see that I have 29 other people who had an event in that area. And you looked at it's all 1600, 1700 area time frame. Here's one as late as 1930. So all 29 of these people had an event in that place. So what I'm going to do is go back up here. Now, again, I use this feature to get as close as possible on the map because there's a lot of map features which we will talk about over time. But I want to go back to Alloways Creek up here where it's not resolved. And what I want to do, I got to say go, Alloways Creek, and let me see. It's not following telling me what. It's not. There we go. What I want to do is I'm going to now resolve them all. I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to put Alloways Creek up there, and I'm going to type in Salem, comma, and search. And I'm going to accept that. It's going to replace it, and it's now going to put it down into Alloways Creek. And there's my 3 people again. Now, I'm going to know that, but I don't have any place in this on this screen to put any more information. Like, why did I do this? So I'm going to go back to the one place. Now here is where I'm going to make my notes. But wait a minute, I don't have any place to do that. If you go to the people workspace in the person view, and you only have 2 tabs there, click on Tools, click on Options, and there is Fact Display, Display Fact Media, and Display Fact Notes, and click OK. That just put 2 more tabs over here. Now, I did some research, so what I want to do is, and the fact that I put it under was residents, I'm going to start a new note that says, looked at Wikipedia to determine this information on this historic place name, and I'm going to paste the link from Wikipedia right there. So if I ever have to come back to this, why did I change it to this location? I know what I did, and I'm going to just click on notes, and you notice that when I added that note, it put a 1 in this column. So now all I have to do, I'm going to also write some research notes, which is over here in the lower left-hand side, and I'm going to put, I've discovered that if I put notes using the bullet items, it really helps me out. So I'm going to put today's date, 04/14, resolved historic place name using Wikipedia. So I know I have a note for myself, and this research note is hidden, so only I see that. So I have a note that I did some research. I went to Wikipedia. There's a link to Wikipedia on why I chose that place name. At some other point in time during these short hangouts, I will talk more about the place name as a workspace in general, but I just wanted to demonstrate how to resolve a historic place name. Now, I may not do them all the same way. I try to do it just as I've shown you. I do some research first before I make my decision, but my goal is to take advantage of the historic place name and the map feature so that I can see where they are on the map, and I can see who had a place there. Now there's a lot of arguments whether you should use the USA or not. For the map feature, I will accept USA. When I do something in the state of Maryland where I'm dealing with parishes, I may have a different issue there. In fact, I know that I will, but in New Jersey, I can pinpoint exactly. If I took a trip down there, I know right where I need to go. The map historically and currently look the same. Thank you very much. Have a great day.